I accidentally challenged the Kaito Tenjo incarnate, and it's time to see what Galaxy Eyes can do. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So I was playtesting little Yugi's deck this morning, trying out the new Gandora stuff. You know I'm a huge fan of gadgets. And I ran into this duelist playing their Kaito Tenjo, or Kite for those of you that know from Yugioh, as the Photon Galaxy duelist out here. And this is actually, I think, by far one of my favorite games that I've had the chance to play, Anime Edition, in here. And I just wanted to test out hand traps, see what Yugi's deck could do here for the new Golden Standard here. So we're going to go ahead and it is time to duel. We're going to go ahead and activate Photon Veil now. For those of you that have forgotten what this card does, it lets you shuffle 3 light monsters from the hand into the deck to add basically 3 level 4 lower light monsters from your deck to your hand. And if you add 2 or more, they must be the same name. So he searches for these 3 copies of this little Karibo. And this card, I didn't actually realize how good this card is, because it's always treated as a Galaxy card. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, discard this card, special summon a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand or deck, and then it changes the attack target to this thing. And then, basically, if a Photon or Galaxy monster control be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, banish this from your graveyard instead. Both of those effects are going to be very relevant here. And we're just opting to end turn because we're like, hey, we can bring out our Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw. We drew my Incarnation. Gosh, I love this card. Tricolor is going to go ahead and down. We're going to search the Gold Sarcophagus of Light. Slam down Sarco here. Sarco is going to go ahead and add the beautiful Ties of Friendship, which, as long as we have the Gold Sarcophagus of Light and a monster that mentions it, we're going to get to beam out the Silent Swordsman and the Silent Magician. And then we can't special summon for the extra deck for the rest of this turn after it resolves, but that's absolutely fine. Slam down. We'll go ahead and beam on out our 2 good cards here. Now, both of these, if your opponent draws a card, this levels up, gains 500 attack for each of the level difference. And when your opponent activates a spell card or an effect while you control the Sarcophagus Light, quick effect, and you negate it and increase this card's level by 1. Mr. Swordsman here, during each standby phase, it'll increase its level by 1, 500 plus the difference. And when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets the Gold Sarcophagus Light or a monster or monster that mentions it, we can negate that activation if you increase this card's level by 1. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring down Giga Gandora here. I was like, alright, I know we have to play around these Galaxy Dragons. Let's just go ahead and put a big monster on the field and just laugh at our opponent, and it's a 0/0. I was like, oh no, I should have read. We're going to go ahead and attack. They're going to take the 1300, and actually they're going to go ahead and pass turn here. They were trying to catch one of these 2 off guard, but just taking the 1300 passes the turn, which is actually a very interesting play on their behalf here. We're going to go ahead and trigger our draws and level ups here. So 15 to 15, and they're going to go ahead and pass. We're like, okay. We're going to go ahead and level up again. We're going to go ahead and Gold Sarcophagus of Light. So we're actually going to search for the turn silence here. So let's us target a monster you control. Alright, and then increase its level by 3. And if you activate this card in response to an opponent's effect while you control the Gold Sarcophagus of Light and a monster that mentions it, you negate the opponent's effect. And then during damage calculation, if a monster that mentions Gold Sarcophagus battles, we can banish this to end the battle phase. This card is nuts. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swing on in. They're going to go ahead and Galactic Karibo. We're going to go ahead and chain. They're going to chain another one. We're going to go ahead and Ash that, and they're going to pitch the 3rd one. So up comes this good card. Our attack chain resolves here. Go ahead and finish cutting off the rest of them. They're going to go ahead and attempt to Galaxy Photon Dragon Warp out. We're going to go ahead and negate. Alright, trigger on up. We're going to go ahead and imperm this now to cut this off because I don't want to be dealing with this anymore. And we go ahead and guess what? It gets to stick around here because of this card. So we're still in battle phase. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to trigger Silence Towards the Future here, which we'll get to add a monster from our deck to our hand that mentions the Gold Sarcophagus. And this, if we activate this during the battle phase, each of us will draw until we have 6 cards in our hand. So go ahead and trigger. We'll go ahead and add, and then we'll go ahead and the Silent Magician triggers. We'll go ahead and attack on over for the 500, forcing the 2nd Karibo on out of the graveyard. Mission accomplished. Hey, look, we're at 35, 4,000, and Gandora over here is trying to be cool with his 600 attack points, which is fine. Go ahead and trigger. All right, go ahead and trigger the level up. 4,045. Photon Sanctuary, go ahead and generate the tokens here. They're going to go ahead and bring down the Photon guy, and then we're going to go ahead and exceed on in to the Prime Photon Lord, and on in to the Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. And it is time to swing on in. Just kidding. We're going to go ahead and stop that. They're going to be forced to set the Photon Time Stop and Photon Change here as we pass turn. So, time to level on up Silent Swordsman. We're going to go ahead and Sarcophagus of Light. Go ahead and grab another good card. We're going to go ahead and battle phase on over. Go ahead and trigger. They're going to go ahead and Photon Change here. Alright, which will special summon up a Galaxy Eyes. I was like, oh boy, here we go again. I love these. Sarcophagus, we're going to go ahead and pitch to take care of that. And then we're going to be forced to make an SP Little Knight here. If my extra deck was a little bit better, and of course somebody's gonna be like, why are you playing SP? Well, I mean, Yugi would play all the best cards, right? Like that's the whole point of this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make the SP here, which in hindsight, I was trying to make this to try to at least draw in and see what this was before we saw anything else, but it's okay. It's fine. Alright, go ahead, level on up here. Go ahead and trigger on up. Make the 7,000. We're going to go ahead and Valor this because I don't want this being a threat. They're going to attack over that. And we still have a problem here. We'll go ahead and negate that. Alright, they're going to go ahead and Time Stop here, which lets you target a Photon or Galaxy continuous spell and trap card from your deck and either add it to your hand or place it face up, which is broken. Alright, Jumper. Now we start getting into the special summon out, the big stuff. Photon, Galaxy. Now, I didn't actually realize how good Summoner is here. On normal, we could target a Photon or Galaxy monster in a graveyard special summon in defense mode. Sure, extension time. Alright, Sarcophagus, we're going to go ahead and do that. They're going to go ahead and rotate it off with the good card. By the way, this thing is passive, by the way. Literally, send to apply these effects in sequence? Like, okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and rotate on into a 4. Alright, go ahead and detach, and guess what they're actually going to pull here? They're going to pull the Eternal Galaxy, which will end up ranking this thing up during the next turn, +4 style. Alright, Photon Orbital Equip, go ahead. Afterglow Extend Summon, go ahead and make Cypher. We're going to go ahead and negate that. I was like, we can't have you taking this. Alright, go ahead and special summon up another Galaxy Eyes. Banish a monster from my extra deck, so we lose the Goddess, which is rough. I'm going to go ahead and destroy my Silent Swordsman. And, of course, there goes my Magician. We're just losing our whole field here. Down comes the Wizard. Alright, rotate on in. Cyclone, we're going to go ahead and chain. I actually wanted to try to trigger that for something else. Now, they are going to go ahead in Eternal Galaxy here. To rank this on up into a Photon Galaxy Lord, which, free negate. Alright, go ahead and add. Alright, I was like, oh, okay. We're going to go ahead and extrav here. We're just going to banish 3 because I don't want to lose my Typhone. Go ahead and flip this up. We're going to go ahead and attempt to special summon Gandora, but they're going to go ahead and negate this. So we're going to have to make the next best play we can. Alright, which is normal summon Silent Swordsman and turn it on into a Doomsday Star so that we can go ahead and bounce. You know, the thing that did me in this game was this triple Galactic Karibo. I'm going to go ahead and rotate on up into another Psychic Jumper. Special summon. Man, that trap card is getting infinite value here. And just for it to go away. Alright, Lizard. We've at least gotten the opponent to burn through a lot of this stuff. They're going to go ahead and Photon Stream of Destruction and pop the Typhone. Oh, that's insane to actually see. Galaxy Soldier, extend on down. Go ahead and stack on up. Alright, Choice, make it an 8. Go ahead and revive. And there's a Galaxy Lord. Go ahead and pop. I was trying to get that on a battle phase. Maybe we could find something. There wasn't really much we could really search for here. And they're going to go ahead and stack back all of the good cards to reset. And that is going to be all she wrote for me. Well, we're going to take it on over so you guys can take a look at these deck lists. 60 card Photon. Talk about the incarnation of the anime here. Actually showcasing that, you know, maybe having an anime deck is not the absolute worst thing in the world to have fun with. Actually, Delta Wing was a pretty cool card to see. It's actually kind of insane to see the amount of cards that are... This was a 1-of in his deck. Yeah, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I lost to the 60 card 1-of in here that you could actually see. And, you know, that's just kind of how it is. So, just a quick showcase on this and our actual testing build for this. I do think that this deck has something going for it. Obviously, I'm playing a little bit more hand traps than I should. I do want to play more than one Silent Magician in this deck. We'll see. I just literally built this morning based off of some OCG results, and I was like, you know, we'll early testing. It's fine. Just seeing what we can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle of me versus Kite. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.